Well, now this is familiar, isn't it? Hello and welcome to this Let's Play of Alpha Protocol with me, Grey Hunter. Long-time viewers of my channel will tell you that we've played through this game before. And we did. We played through it as a recruit. We played through as a mostly professional kind of Mike Thorton. A very by-the-books kind of guy who earned the respect of his enemies and the cooperation of some of them. And, you know, he was a spy. He was very Jason Bourne kind of professional spy guy. This time we're going to play through as something radically different from that. We'll still have elements of that professional spy guy, but it'll be a bit different. So I'm also going to be using a game pad for this, an Xbox 360 controller. So this playthrough is not only going to be just different in the first place in story-wise, because I'm going to go for a very specific goal, but it's also going to illustrate just how bad of a PC port this was. The minigames, man, the minigames, and the goddamn sniper rifles. But enough of that chit-chat. Let us continue on. We're going to play on hard mode, because hard difficulty is the only way to play this game. And we're going to play as a veteran. So if you pick something like a soldier, you get a few skills. You pick a field agent, you get a few different skills. You're more of a spy guy. You pick a tech specialist, you're more of a gadgetry man. And if you pick a freelancer, you get 31 skill points to spend however you see fit. As a recruit, which was what we played last time, you get no skill points, but you do get an opportunity to kind of catch up by selecting the recruit dialogue a certain amount of times during the training and during the course of your operations around the world. If you play as a veteran, however, you are the Leonardo da Vinci of clandestine warfare, a gifted marksman, a master of stealth, and a tech-savvy engineer rolled into one. Well, I highly doubt that Leonardo da Vinci would have made a good, spy. He was a tech-savvy engineer, perhaps. A master of stealth, maybe, if we accept Assassin's Creed as totally being what he did with his life. Gifted marksman, I highly doubt it. Alpha Protocol didn't go looking for you, you went looking for them. Having saved the world once, why not save it again? Why not indeed? And this is what makes this particular version of the game easy mode. A veteran gets 3 in every single skill, regardless of what the AP cost is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these points out. We don't need submachine guns, we don't need shotguns, and we don't need level 3 of assault rifles, because level 3 of assault rifles just gives you a special ability called focused aim, which is kind of shit. So we've got 35 AP to spend however we want. That's more than what you had as a freelancer. And we still have level 3 in every other skill. So we're going to put 2 levels into stealth, so that we get awareness right off the bat. We don't have to use it as a toggled ability. We will have it straight away, so we can see little arrows showing where people are around us. We're going to take 2 points in pistols, because, well, they're pistols, they're really, really good. We are not going to make that one of the skills that we up to level 15, once we get the choice to pick our 3 major skills, because it's hilariously broken, and it's what we did last time. And we're going to put the rest of our points into sabotage and technical aptitude. Sabotage, because we get improved data theft, which is really, really good, because it gives you extra money. The ability that you needed to get to increase data theft, it's okay. Shape charge is alright, but we won't really use devices all that much. Medical familiarity isn't half bad, it's really quite nice. Hopefully we won't be needing it too much, hopefully we won't get shot all that often. But in case we do, it'll be there. But this is what we came for, weapon balancing. Actually, this is what we came for. But we can't get it just yet. Brilliance is amazing, for reasons that you will see as we go through the playthrough. And we will commit our changes. Are we sure that this is what we want to do? Hell yes it is. Go, Mike, go!
Air traffic control, this is Alpha 254, requesting clearance for departure. Roger that. Mark clear. Proceed to runway 5.
So remember the symbol on that particular thing. It's going to become very important as we continue.
سيدي الحرامي تجهيزات كاملة. ايوه الصاروخ جاهز ومصلح. هلا
Actually, that's the symbol I meant. I thought we saw it already. Evidently not. Well, that can't be good. That cannot be good at all. Attention passengers, this is your captain speaking. Prepare for impact. Yeah. And that was the incident that brought Mike Thornton to Alpha Protocol.
We'll have more on this story as it develops.
And you are clearly the evil, corrupt man behind all of it.
If anyone is to blame for these events, Mr. Thornton, it is you. Alpha Protocol began here, after all.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, no. I'm assuming it began in somebody's office and they went, you know what, that would be a really great idea. But I suppose for Mike himself, yes, it did begin here. 3 months ago, as the thing told us. So, this will be our first change from the recruit run we did last time. Mike's reaction.
Where's my gear?
Recruit Mike goes, those sons of bitches! They drugged me! Veteran Mike, where's my gun? So, there we go. Come on. And now we can pick up the PDA. So we're going to go for a very specific end game in this particular playthrough. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm hoping that it'll become kind of obvious as we go through each of the mission hubs and we make decisions.
Good. You're awake.
Indeed.
I wasn't
So
sure how long you'd be under.
English. I'm mostly going to skip these tutorial things.
Are
What was that?
hallucinations a side effect, or...
What?
Ugh, never mind. Just clearing my head.
Interesting.
Dose was pretty strong. I'm surprised you're even able to stand.
I don't think we've
I'm just
met.
that good.
Mina. And the static on the screen is interference, not the drugs.
Too bad. Static's a good look for you.
Player.
So,
Thank you. If flattery's your only weapon, you'll need a gun. And fast.
well, I don't want to wear out
Yeah.
my welcome. All the more reason to leave.
And how do you propose to do that? You're locked in. There's a guard outside. Eventually he's going to come check on you. And when
I'll
he
make it
does,
up as I go.
I'll think of something. Let me check the room. There's got to be another way out.
All right then. Don't take too long. The door's locked
So last
down,
time...
but you might be able to find a way to break the glass.
Shh. Mina, trying to talk. So last time, we played as a professional in our opening conversation. This time we went for Suave, and what Suave does is it gives you a special perk, like everything does. You can get aggressive, you can get professional, or you can get Suave. And we got Suave, which gives us a reduced cooldown on all our abilities. So our abilities are basically the triggered things, like Overclock and... I pressed the wrong button. Overclock and Silent Running. Those things that we trigger, they will get reduced cooldowns, so we'll be able to use them quicker. It will get hilariously broken as we continue, as you will see. So let's grab
Case of
this
emergency.
extinguisher and open her up.
That did it.
Guess Sleeping Beauty's had enough. That you, Mike? You just hold on. I'm sending
you
some
said
guards
one
to
guard.
tuck
Looks
you
like he's brought
back
the
in.
rest of the squad. A veteran like you should be able to handle it.
So yeah, Mina was wrong. There's not one guard outside, there's actually two. So if you took the professional approach and you snuck out, you would still have to deal with two people. I'm gonna have to run out and fight you, aren't I?
Someone there?
No, you are coming in? Come on. Come through the door. I wish I had a Sam Fisher whistle now, just to go and get him to come in. Well, that went about as well as could be expected. Let's get the hell out of here.
You need to shut off the alarm. The panel's on the wall. Do a
Yes, we will do a bypass. So this minigame actually became harder on an Xbox controller because you are limited. With a mouse, you can just go from each pin to the next pin that you require.
Be careful.
On the gamepad,
They probably have a
no.
guard in the lobby.
But it made the harder minigames easier, and the hacking one has never really been particularly difficult. And by the harder ones, I basically mean that goddamn computer hacking one, because you don't have to fight the mouse. So you get down, sir. And we need this gun. There's also some tranq rounds that I missed over there, but I don't plan on using them all that much. This is basically going to be a lethal playthrough. So I'm just not going to worry about them. I mean, I could go back, but it's not worth it. Alrighty, and we'll continue on. There's some medical supplies there if you needed them, because you botched the escape attempt. We don't require them. And we'll grab these tranq rounds because they were right there. We'll sneak
Watch out
right
for
by you.
cameras. If they spot you or you destroy them, they'll sound an alarm.
Well, then we won't destroy them. And we won't be spotted. Cameras are really, really easy to avoid, anyway. Okay. Now, the game would tell you that you could just shoot this guy. It's not a good idea. Because if you shoot him, the bullet goes through the glass, and that's not good. That's the definition of bad, really.
Almost gave me the slip. Now we
Hello,
got you.
Westridge. And we'll just skip through all this. This one's fairly easy. Mainly because, see, the thing with this particular minigame was that it always felt like it was made for the controller. Because you use the triggers to do that particular minigame. And so you put the relevant pressure on it, and it feels more natural than trying to use the mouse and
Careful,
keyboard.
Mike. Truck coming in. And guards at the exit. Try to stay out of sight if you can.
So here is where we'd get told all about the awareness skill. We don't need to worry about that because we have the awareness skill already. Because we're just that special. So we're going to sneak on down here. And we're going to follow that guy who's ahead of us when he goes over to the ladder. Sneaky, sneaky. Go, Mike, go. And we evaded him like a pro. If we were playing any other beginning apart from Veteran, we would not have been really able to get away with that. And the only reason we were able to was because Veteran gave us enough points to get Evasion Basic. Now you, sir, I would really like to take you out before you walked in front of... I was hoping to get him before he walked in front of the camera. No such luck. I'm not sure what he noticed, because I'm assuming he was supposed to be playing with the alarm panel, but he was just touching the wall next to it. So I like to imagine he was like, ah, that little bit of paint. Those idiots missed that little bit. And here we go. The computer system. This one's a bitch when you're playing it using a mouse and keyboard. So it's fairly simple. Find the passwords, match up what you were looking for with the password thing that was displayed up the top. Fairly self-explanatory and fairly easy. Except on the PC, you fight with the mouse to get one of those. It's really, really clunky and terrible.
Stay where you are.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. I'm gonna go through the door against your advice.
All right, Mike, that's enough.
That's enough? I think that's my line. What the hell's going on? Why did you drug me?
We need to get the location.
Why
of
are
this
you so
facility
big?
Confidential, especially if you got kidnapped and questioned.
Wouldn't be the first time, and I don't talk, which you should already know from my record.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
You did read my file, didn't you? I assumed you'd done your homework.
To me, it's just a lot of numbers and papers. So why don't you and I just talk a bit instead, all right? I'll form my own opinions.
So this is all part of the orientation?
Yep. I'm gonna ask you some questions, run you through some more tests, then you and I can talk. Face to face.
You know what?
Feel better?
How about you just look at the paperwork?
You should
How
already
about that?
have everything you need. All I need is a weapon and the target.
And that answers exactly why you and I are gonna have a little chat right now. I've been reading and rereading your dossier. I barely got through it. Puts war and peace to shame.
Then let's make this quick
I've been
and save
busy.
us some time.
Fair enough. If you gain more experience in the field, you may want to specialize further. But we can leave that until you've got some missions under your belt. That's it. Now I'm going to let you out of the pen here and meet the rest of the crew.
Please
There's
no.
More of you?
You've got to be unique.
I'm unique. So's the rest of the staff. They all have their little quirks, but that's what makes them perfect for the job. They'll be running you through the basics of weapons, gadgets, and espionage tactics. When you're cleared on the basics, come find me for your assignment. I won't lie to you, Mike. It's a big one, and dangerous. But I think you're the man for the job. Make the rounds. I'll see you soon.
It's
Getting
still
sick of
creepy
this
when you
Wizard
do
of
that.
Oz bullshit. Alright, let's get through these tests.
So, like with a recruit, there is an advantage to selecting veteran dialogue when you get the option to do so. After you've done it 10 times, you get a veteran approach or veteran attitude perk, and you get an extra 500 experience. Not really a big deal. I'll use it sometimes, but I'll probably mainly focus on the actual attitude things or dossier choices. So we have some extra skill points now, but there's no real point in spending them because we have all of the points that we wanted. We don't want to up our assault rifles. We don't want to up our toughness or martial arts, although those could be useful. So we'll just save them. We'll save them for now.
Big ass screen.
No weapons past this point.
Yeah, well, you say that, but I am a weapon. No, I'm not reporting, damn it. I'm busy. Use the locker to change your appearance.
Probably want to
To make
change.
yourself look nice.
Go on. Your gear's in the lockers.
Let's make Thorton pretty. So, what hair do we want? Do we want to be stylized, disheveled, or layered? Disheveled, I think. And we'll go for a groomed beard. Because Al Thornton is a classy sumbitch.
Orientation's not mandatory.
Very dapper.
You can turn around and go back to Westridge right now. Although that might make him upset.
Yeah, but I want all the experience and cool stuff from doing all the trainings. So we'll do the trainings. First,
Our
though,
war does not end here. This target is not the last. With our will and our resolve, Al-Samad shall continue these attacks, fight the aggression of the West with its own weapons. Yes, for weapons have been delivered to us. Weapons that will make a graveyard in the skies of our enemies.
by whom?
We have the ability to strike far and to strike swiftly. There are no limits to our reach, no limits to the justice we bring in the name of freedom for our people. I am a man of my word, and this I promise you. This attack is but the first that Al-Samad brings against its enemies. As fire rained down upon us, so shall Al-Samad bring fire to your people as well. The West and its allies shall bear the cost of what they brought to our people, to our country, and they will answer for it. You seek to take our land, undermine our faith? All that you have seen this day is the answer to your brutal acts, the only language America understands. I am a man of my word, and this I promise you. This attack is but the first that Al-Samad brings against its enemies.
Well, Sheikh Ali Shahid seems like a very angry fellow. So let's hack the email system, because it's conveniently right here. And it will give us some information on stuff and things. There we go. Beep boop. Access the email. The medical facility is off limits until further notice. In the case of emergency, notify your supervisor. So if you happen to be dying, stiff shit. A situation report, I'm imagining is that. About Al-Samad. Regarding the parcel, buyer is confirmed as an agent of Al-Samad. Seller appears to be operating under the name Nasri, recommending follow-up on Nasri to determine the source of his funding. Situation report regarding missile technology. The forensics team has completed a survey of suspected firing location, as predicted by triangulation. Oh, it's one of those good news, bad news things. Good news, evidence of a ground-launched missile, which is good, I guess, has been confirmed, and there was traces of discarded sabot and particulate matter when Flight 6133 was shot down. Bad news, the missile doesn't match anything. None. There's no discernible markings, no telltale mark designs. See, we know that's wrong because there was a logo on it in the opening movie. But anyway. Sizing and composition makes it a sure bet for a NATO-built weapon, but beyond that we can't place it. Joyous day. A new member. We have a new fish coming on board tomorrow. You will refer to him as Michael Thorton. Now, does that imply that Mike Thornton is not actually our name? The plot thickens. Mike is no stranger to our line of work. He's a veteran member of an off-the-books organization similar to our own. He found out about us and contacted me directly to come on board. You know my policy, no one around here gets special treatment except for me, since I'm your king. Hui, hui, hui. But don't forget that he's seen and done a lot more than anyone on this team. Except perhaps the espionage guy, who we'll meet in a minute. He'll be put through the opening ceremony tomorrow, complete with hostage scenario and obligatory psych games. Assuming all goes well, he'll be on the shortlist for Desert Spear. And this is Sean Darcy talking to Parker. Parker is the espionage guy, and Sean is the tech man. I need to run some fact-finding sweeps. See the attached data. And we had a look, or Parker had a look, and he's discovered that there's some re-election funds that haven't really gone where they were supposed to go. They've been pulled into a special fund, and they were sent to a Nigel Winthrop. Well, they were cached by a Nigel Winthrop, and there's 193 of them in Interpol's database, and the name is a known alias of Ali Shahid. And here we've got Sean just being a creepy son of a bitch. He's making Mina feel like she might have to contact Westridge about sexual harassment in the workplace. That's not cool, Sean. Not fucking cool. So we're going to do the espionage orientation first. And meet Parker.
This is a restricted area. The vending machines are down the hall and to the right.
Alan Parker, I'm here for espionage orientation. So let's not waste time.
You're Thornton, Westridge's candidate for the job.
I thought I said let's not waste time. Any other facts you want to spill, or can we get to it?
Very well. So, orientation. You are familiar with the premise of an obstacle course, I assume?
I did my fair share in gym class.
Yeah, well, yes or no will do. Up the ladder is the training area. The first test is navigating through the environment without being detected. Following that, you'll be facing live challenges against the agents here.
All right,
Too
I'm on
easy.
my way. Hope this course is ready, because I'm not taking any prisoners.
Fine. Sooner you're through, sooner we can both get back to work.
What's the deal with the security panel?
It secures the entrance.
Ha,
If you're as
ha,
capable
ha.
as Westridge says, then you should have no trouble hacking it and gaining access to the course. Clock's ticking.
Great.
Real funny man, Parker. It secures an entrance.
Course begins
Thanks.
now. Hack the door in front of you to gain access to the course.
Alrighty, so first things first, this panel. There's code number 1, where's code number 2 hiding? Oh, there you are. Excellent.
Always check your surroundings for cameras. We can't have you appearing on the nightly news. Mind the gap.
Indeed.
The key to stealth is
We'll be
timing.
careful.
Pay attention to camera movements, then exploit their blind spots.
Oh, we did just that. Pick the door lock. There we go. And proceed. So for this particular training course, it's more important that you don't get caught than you do this particular challenge fast. We are going to queue up silent running though, just in case we can get behind this guy and punch him in the throat. Well, he came to us. But the principle remains the same. So we'll get up to the next area. Now, would you be able to see me? No. Okay, good. We'll just wait here, and we'll zip down.
Yeah, well, I doubt the view is what's making you hesitate.
Nice.
I've unlocked the security door. Come back to the control
I say
room for
nice.
your evaluation.
We just stomped a man and put him in serious jeopardy.
Your score is based on several factors. Sorting the numbers now.
Nailed it. So 130 is the top score that you can possibly get from all the times that I've played through the covert ops orientation. So for Parker, your effectiveness is more important than how quick you are, which makes sense. Stealth is about patience.
Outstanding. Well above average, especially for a trainee. Okay. Do you want to run it again?
No,
Nah.
I don't think so.
Very well, I'll log the results. Westridge can complete your evaluation once you finish the other tests.
That it? If that's the worst you can throw at me, then it shouldn't be hard to prove myself.
Of course, not enough of a challenge for you?
Not
No.
particularly. I mean, I guess it's good for the desk jockeys, but...
Then I have an assignment for you. This one won't be logged.
What? You mean like a covert training op? Aren't you guys carrying orientation too far?
Nothing about Alpha Protocol is orientation, Agent Thornton, despite the semantics. The penalty for getting caught, however, won't be a poor score. It'll be detention. So, are you up for it or not?
Of course.
Well, I'm up for it. Let me see what you need. You want me to head back to the medical center? Why? What's the file name?
Jacob.
Why use this algorithm to encrypt it? That's like putting an electric fence around a dog kennel.
Your metaphor notwithstanding, the file contains the location of this facility, something people would pay dearly to have. Thus, the encryption.
Makes
Not only would
sense.
this be a much more practical use of your talents, but I think you'll be curious to see where in the world you're going to be sent.
Kinda.
Sounds like fun, actually.
We'll see. Westridge gets angry with people that bend the rules.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. So I'm going to just check the sound levels and see how everything is going and return in a moment.